Messiah. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a crazy. 30, crazy.
To the air right away is May. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
From the gun, it's May. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Nice press. Count through 11. Count through 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Green. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alec Pierce, 65 yards. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
To throw, it's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, here's May. Got a man, it's Keyshawn Boutte. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Cook again. And some room to maneuver. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Pats are going to give it back here just past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing here is May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. May. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Keandre Lambert-Smith with a 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Pats go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Jets 7.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
At the 49-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Green. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 19. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Go check. Go check.
Operating from the gun. Green. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Jets 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll throw with May. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Patriots in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Crazy. We're good.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, what's that? 5. Crazy. Torpedo. Crazy. 5. Crazy.
To the air, May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, throw.
They're going to throw. May. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
Marcus Jones picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's May. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you need one deep and catch him close to the spot.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round to defense.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, let's punch it in. Great job, great job. Hey, five. Crazy, crazy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 4th down, out comes Andres Voigalis for the Patriot field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of the yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Green, operating from the gun. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
70.
First down, Jets.
Hey, Kenny Rundle. Hey, come back here. 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun. Green. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Green. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Come on. 65.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Green. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Buffalo AC. 19 right. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 6, Dragon 60. 79, 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal.
Go check. Go check.
Back to throw. Green. He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. From the gun, it's Taylor. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. To the right side and intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the shotgun, May with it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. To throw, it's May. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game. New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Now he's going to step up and run. That's downfield. He's got Tonjes. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Looking to throw. Green. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Operating from the gun. Green. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, check that.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the shotgun, it's May. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A 54-yard attempt.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
He's got Smith here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and you watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19, 65, 50, hey.
Back to throw. Green. And his throw here is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Go check. 60 ball check. Reload.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
And see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Back to the ground with Hall. Able to power through. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check. Ready.
Ball again on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down, goal to go.
Alert! Smash! Steady!
Ball again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Cup 19, Bronco 80. 7 Pirates, Panther 11, Warriors 17.
He's back to throw. This is caught. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Cougar 19. Mustang 60 bucks. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. No time on the clock, this to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking. But he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. It's the play. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky. Tricky.
I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgive.